Welcome to Caliente Topics. My name is Veronica Russell from MMTAXMAN.com, and I have Patrick Russell, EA, as well from MMTAXMAN.com. And today we're going to talk about how important it's to keep a mileage log, right, Patrick?
Very good, Veronica. Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be talking to specifically those business owners that use their personal vehicle for business activities. And of course, that's very legit. There's different ways for you to be reimbursed for the use of your vehicle through the business. There's the actual reimbursement, buying the receipts back from your business. But there's also the mileage rate, right? And what is the mileage rate for business for 2021, Veronica?
It is 56 cents per mile.
That's exactly right, guys. So depending on how you choose to pay back yourself on the mileage use of your vehicle, it all still depends on the usage, right?
Correct.
Not necessarily the price or how much this costs or how much that costs. It really, the denominator of your ability to deduct the use and the activity of a vehicle is how much you use it for business, right?
Correct.
And there's no other barometer that provides the IRS with the clear idea of what the business allocation of the use of that personal vehicle was than a mileage log. Now, the mileage log has evolved over the 2-3 decades that I've been practicing as a tax practitioner. It started off with the pencil and paper, the grid line, the truck drivers keeping day-to-day logs, beginning and ending of their odometer.
I mean how hard that is.
It was tedious for sure.
Yeah.
But now that's not the case, and that's really the basis of this discussion. In 2021, there are so many different phone app solutions, and the IRS is not blind to this. Now, more than ever, in every audit engagement where the business auto deduction is a line item under inspection, a mileage log is an absolute must to be provided along with the substantiations and the records for the vehicle. The reason being is because the dog ate my homework, or, I'm just a small-time weekend warrior IRS agent, and, I didn't keep that kind of tedious and day-to-day type records. The hardship of it, right? The tediousness of it, the weight of how much effort it would take, depending on if you're talking about a line item that's $2,000 to $3,000, it was justified to the auditor that, okay, I'll let it go, I'll let it slide this time. Not so in any engagement, especially if you are a taxpayer that has an aggressive line item with their auto expense. You must believe that that mileage log is going to be the difference between the auditor saying yes to the full-time deduction or at least slicing that deduction to a certain allocation that both of you guys would agree on, potentially 75% or lower, depending on what the other substantiating records you could give and provide are. But the point is this: it is now way too easy for you to keep track of your business mileage that it's imperative that if you believe that you deserve a high expense write-off for your auto or automobile use, that you decide on one of these easy phone apps and you get into practice of taking the day-to-day application and keeping track. Here's the last point that I want to make on this, Veronica. It's going to get even easier. Pretty soon, your Tesla is going to be able to keep track of your business miles. I mean, the new models that are coming out in just 1 to 2 short years are going to have your phone applications as ability to communicate both with your app and all of your software, and the ability for your car now to keep track of your mileage enough for the IRS to know exactly what use you had in a year is almost going to be too clear for us to even try to change in any way or adjust in any way. It's going to be exactly what the car says that it is, and there won't be any additional information that you'll need to provide, is what I'm saying.
Just to kind of reinforce what you just mentioned, Patrick, I mean, we have our phones pretty much plugged to, ourselves 24/7. So there's a lot of free apps, a lot of apps that you have to pay. So there's no excuse between, hey, I have to pay like $100 for this app. No, everything is free on your app store or whatever phone you have. And just think about how easy it will be for you guys to file taxes at the end of the year. You guys will send us the proof of basically just the log sales of whatever you guys have, and that will take probably half of the time that usually takes.
And this is what we're stressing here is the message of this webcast, is that the threshold of you to be able to do the mileage log and be able to provide very accurate data on your vehicle from here on forth is just too easy for us to not be able to provide to the IRS. And so you guys need to get into practice of being familiar with these apps. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yep.
For instance, you have Stride, MileQ, even QuickBooks. If you're more familiar with QuickBooks, they have all of these apps now have a very user-friendly application that now, once again, the message is clear. It's, guys, you got to get used to using these apps and recording your activities with the business vehicle, because it is going to be just as important as the proof of purchase of the gas. Guys,
no excuses.
Quick way to get a quick answer is by using the comment box below. Guys, don't just subscribe to this channel, even though we will be doing this pro bono tax workshop on a daily basis, but lend your voice to the show. It'll make it a whole lot more fun. Guys, have a wonderful Taco Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.